is for always. A is for art of noise. Always art of noise. And here we are. The great benefit of being in such a group is that we each take a particular professional role in the group, and my role is to spend most of my time interviewing the group for various publications and television shows around the world. So I'm going to introduce you to Art of Noise. On my right, lol, I'm not in love, Creme. On my other right, Anne, the full Monty, Dudley. And on my left, Trevor, video killed the radio star, Horn. So here we are. We're going to do a show in a sec. On my left? Sorry, Trevor. I'm so unused to you being on my left.
Okay, sir.
Boom, boom.
I was going to introduce you then for a second.
Okay.
I was going to say on my right, Paul Dinosaur Morley.
Excellent introduction. So we're about to do a show. What can people expect from an Art of Noise show? Lol.
Well, they're going to see a lot of interesting things that are going to take place, basically on the theme of Debussy, the music of Claude Debussy, and improvisations and various modifications that will have Debussy probably rolling in his grave, unfortunately, but we'll try our best.
Do you really think that Claude Debussy would be upset by our particularly idiosyncratic perversion of his music, Anne?
He'd be spinning. No, actually, I think any composer who found that 100 years after they'd died, anybody was interested in any aspect of their music would be highly delighted. And I think Debussy was an innovator and would have been very interested in the musical and media, mass media innovations of the 20th century. And I think he'd be first in the line for a VIP guest pass tonight.
I think he's coming, personally. Trevor, happy being out of the studio?
Oh, it's lovely, yeah. You get to sort of walk around and meet people and plug stuff up and make a big noise. It's great fun.
Well, what about that first goal? You took it really well. You came in from the left, you headed towards the net, and then just describe it for us.
Well, it all happened so fast, Paul. I didn't see a thing. You know, I went like that. And of course, the ball was over there, you see. It was a real problem. And I have the same problem with the guitar.
What is that problem?
I go over there like this, and the ball goes over there.
And what's the experience like of playing live music in that moment when you know you've got to get it right, and what if your sounds go? And I don't mean to make you nervous or anything, but what does it feel like being on the edge of the power pits and thinking, oh my God, what if it all goes wrong?
It's completely mind-numbingly terrifying. And you see, Trevor's shaking now. Look, he's twitching. Look, he's twitching.
Just minor impatience, that's all. It's just twitching, that's all.
I have a question. What is it like to get it right?
Yes, well, that's quite an interesting question.
You're the only one at this table who has actually got it right. Every time. She gets it right every time.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. I really wish you hadn't said that.
Touch a lot of wood, quick.
We all make one or two clams.
The great thing about the Art of Noise, if I may ask the question of Paul, one of the great things I love about the Art of Noise is your ability to cover up mistakes as if, like no one's noticing. Yes, I agree, because no one really knows what to expect, so they don't know when we've made a mistake. So therefore we just carry on with a glorious face on that I think metaphorically represents how we've always described our career in hindsight as being well planned, but actually I think it's been completely spontaneous and improvised. And I think that's a bit like the show, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it's much easier to figure out what you're doing after you've done it. Then you can kind of talk about it and explain it. But while you're doing it, it's quite difficult because you're not really sure a lot of the time.
Yes. Some of this spontaneity is only spontaneity. Some of this spontaneity is like only a week old because we've only been practicing it for a week this time, haven't we?
Allegedly. Well, we've been the Art of Noise and we've been really interesting. A is for absolutely. And we hope, whoever you are, wherever you may be, we hope to see you soon. Hey, hey, with the Art of Noise.